Alright, we're here to watch... Nope, not watch. Talk about Tremors 3... Subtitle, please. Back to Perfection. Which is the name of the town? He says, not quite sure. Perfection? No, it's called Perfection. Oh, okay. I'm just like, is that the title? Alright then. Yeah, so this is Tremors 3. We're now in the first movie of the 21st century. In the Tremors franchise at least. So this film came out in 2001. 11 years after the previous film. The first film. 5 years after Tremors 2. They certainly don't rush these ones. It's not until the later parts where you go, oh, that, because it's like weird. I mentioned this on stream. It goes from like 1990, and then 96, so 6 years. Then 2001, 5 years. 2004, 3 years. 2015, 11 years. And then 2018, 3 years. And then 2020, 2 years. And then there's nothing anymore. It's a weird franchise. How, like, I guess they were just like, quick. Oh, these are popular again. We'll make a couple more. Kind of in batches where they do, yeah. Because like the first couple, yeah, they took a bit. Second couple, they did a TV series, and then the last like 3 altogether. But yeah, Tremors 3. We're all good to talk about spoilers. I'm gonna say I like this one. Not sure in my head if it's as good as the other. I don't think it's. I think it's fun, but I don't know. I don't know. I like this one mostly because of the arse blasters. So the last film we had a mutation where they turned into landwalkers, basically. They could do they kind of look like what I kept picturing is they look like skags from Borderlands. If you played those games, they kind of have an idea. The skags have 4 legs, whereas these have 2 legs, but I think there's definitely some inspiration from there. This time, they're called ass blasters. They literally just rocket from their ass, and they can fly now. So you're not safe. And then basically they can glide. These are our new form of it. But is it Buddy Burt? What was kind of established in the first film was like everyone. First film, the second film was like these graboids. A couple main characters from the first film became like, you know, very big. Everyone knows about these graboids. I mean, it has been 11 years since the first film, so with this interest starting to wane, especially if I haven't seen any in a while. Yeah, so you got these graboids. They're showing up, but we're going back to the town from the first movie. There's a guy basically just doing his like kind of like ghost stories style like tour where he's just like getting a bunch of tourists to come along, and then they're kind of faking it. Like, there's graboids still. There's not. But he's pretending there are. Unfortunately, joke's on him. And they actually show up. Well, actually not jokes on him. Jokes on his mate who did all this stuff, because he's like the first character who dies in this entire film. And it's like, well, fuck that guy. Really kind of had it coming, but fuck that guy. And yeah, graboids are back. Basically they try and fight him off. The early part of the film is kind of very much like the first film. Except then the government show up. Like, they're endangered. I don't know why it's the government. I just like, it's like, yeah. Like a paleontologist, never, like, I guess because the government trying to weaponize it and that, but I don't know. It just seems kind of weird whether it's the government. The government are here to just say, Stop killing them. And they show up, but then they're just kind of completely pointless. They don't really do anything. And I will say this, the graboids, ones from the ground, I don't remember if we see many of the landwalkers as much. Freakers, per se. But we see a lot of House Blasters. And there is some puppetry in this. There's less so than the first two. We get a little bit more CGI, which is, I'm gonna say, not great. It's just not great. Like it's all right for early 2000s, but yeah, it's kind of early 2000s TV show. Which I guess, yeah, kind of comparable budget. Where's the other main characters? Trying to avoid the graboids, and then they realise, holy shit, they can fly now. Realise they mutated. We got arse blasters. They're blasting from the arse. Anyway, but don't worry, our main character has got a plan. Mostly just blows up his own house, which is not the best plan. He's got all those MREs. Gonna have our MREs. I still want to try some MREs. Don't know why. Can I do? I'm gonna order some at some point. Yeah, MREs. Anyway, we can kind of have like a kind of three main characters, which is basically is Bert, the guy arranging these tours, Jack Sawyer, and Jodie Chang, who's the daughter of the guy running the store in the first film who gets killed. They're trying to fight off the graboids. Government, are they doing anything? No. There's some, yeah, they're in like a scrapyard where they fight off the last of the kind of arse blasters. They managed to kill them all, and then everything is fine. Right? Except for, I think a few more show up at the end. Oh no, they don't. No, they kind of go off and everything is fine. One thing I like first film is, so I know how in the first film I said I hated Melvin. This film validates me in the fact that Melvin is now a prick, and he's basically trying to buy the entire town, really, and like create a fucking theme park or some shit. I don't know. He's doing something. And he's a prick. Because he's just trying to like buy the entire town, really. You know, everyone's like, no. Like, do it. And yeah, but yeah, Melvin is a prick. So what people may have thought was my irrational hate of him in the first film, this film validates my hatred of him. Which is, I feel like I appreciate that. And they kind of just leave him on a rock next to a graboid. The white graboid they just have. That's their best friend now. So, suck it, Melvin. And that's kind of the end of the film. Like I said, I don't think this one's as good as the other ones. I don't think they have as good as chemistry in this film as they did in the last couple. Just the main characters. But I definitely think it's good. I think so far I think it's the weakest of the three, but who knows? Like I said, we still have quite a few more films to go. We've got 4 more to go. Yeah. 4 films here. But what am I going to be covering next is not any of these 4 films, but it is still Tremors. So I'm going to be covering the TV series. Mostly because if I cover the TV series, I can film some of it in the morning, one afternoon, and then I'm going to do movies in the evening, and it means I can form like a backlog on my YouTube channel. Because normally what I do is I alternate, but the problem with the way I alternate is it doesn't give me any backlog, so I never get like accrue a backlog. what I sometimes do is cover a TV series. I did it a while back with Ash vs Evil Dead. Gave me quite a bit of a backlog. But I've had a few weeks off here and there, and because these are a lot of these things I deal with commentary wise is copyright. I kind of need that backlog a lot of times, because sometimes companies will not come back to you until the last minute, and they go, "Ha, no." You're like, "Well, fuck. Well, fuck." So yeah, it's preferable that I get these done in a more timely manner. Yeah, Tremors 3. It's good. But like I said, I just don't think it's as good as the other two. But yeah, let me know what you think of Tremors 3. I have no idea. But yeah. Next up is the Tremors TV series. If you have any questions about that, let me know. I will be doing them in... I won't be doing them in release order. I'll be doing them in like the actual order they should be. Which is weird because they're in a random order. Don't know why. Yeah. For now I say, live long and prosper. Bye for now.